I'm excited today to introduce you to Eva Pazola. She's one of the best fashion designers here in Chicago. We're located today in Lincoln Park on this fabulous retail corridor, and Eva's shop is right here. Come and take a look inside at what she has to offer.
Nancy, hi! So good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Come on in. Why don't I show you around? But before that, why don't we sit for a little bit and I tell you a few of my stories.
Yes, let's have a chat. How did you actually get into designing? Just how did you get started?
Ooh. I was born in Europe and never thought of coming to US. It was in my early 20s, and my husband, I didn't know husband to be, and we were corresponding, writing letters for 3 years. And one day he just said, why don't you meet me for coffee, somewhere maybe in Germany? At the time, there was communism in Poland, where you could not get out of the country easily, in and out. And I was one of the lucky ones that was able to go to Berlin. And after a month of beautiful coffee drinking,
Right.
he invited me to the United States. After a few months of interviews at the Polish Passport Bureau, or I was able to get out of the country for vacation.
Oh.
And landed in Chicago. At first I didn't know what to expect, and I found myself on a different planet. In Poland, I was selling some of my designs to local boutiques, cutting on the floor and putting pieces together, and women loved what I was doing, loved wearing my pieces. So when I came here with no English, after a couple years, I knew I want to design, but my husband at the time already, he just said, called me at work. I was working doing alterations in one of the boutiques in northern suburbs. And he said, guess what? I have an appointment with Dorothy Fuller, at the time the director of Apparel Mart.
Right.
And she wants to see you and see what you can do as a designer.
Your husband was a big influence in helping you get
He was influenced,
started.
but he was more motivator.
Right.
He said, this is what you want to do, you have to, this is the only country where you can do it.
Right.
My interview with Dorothy Fuller was very quick, and she said, if you want to be a fashion designer, I want to see your line in 1 week.
Oh.
I want to see what you can make, clothes or. Okay, so then day and night, I was just sitting and making and cutting, and came up with this, I thought, beautiful collection of gabardines in rusty and black and white with fur and silk charmeuse, and a beautiful, very rich collection. And she loved it and invited me to be part of the Chicago Designer Showcase.
Okay.
I started selling slowly, but the third season, there's a woman coming to my showroom, and I'm showing her around, and she's just asking, what is this? What's the number? What is that? And was writing down all the numbers and information, and she left. And 2 weeks later, I got an order for $25,000, and this just gave me encouragement. I could not believe my ears, and so I bought machines. Found in a warehouse a little room where I started cutting in and hiring seamstresses and workers.
So let's talk a little bit about your design aesthetic. Maybe we can take a look around and see, and you can describe a little bit why. Is it fit? Is it color? Is it fabric? I know we've talked before, and I know fabric is very important to you. So maybe there's a few pieces you want to show me?
Oh, sure.
So Eva, just like you said, I'm not one of those statuesque models, 6 feet tall.
But you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. But today I have on an Eva Pazola dress.
Yay!
It's comfortable. I think it's beautiful. I love the draping. Everything that you do so well,
Thank you.
I think, is one of the main reasons why I love this dress. So I'm a good testimony to your designs. I think it's fabulous.
Thank you, and I can show you around even more beautiful pieces.
Great.
And
I know I'll see
maybe a
things
few of
that
my favorites. Nancy, I would like you to meet Mathilde, my intern.
Oh, Mathilde.
She
it's
came
so
all
nice
the way
to
from
meet
Grenoble
you.
in France for internship, and she's wonderful in assisting and showing pieces around. So
You chose Eva from France? And what made you choose Chicago and Eva Pazola?
Because I already know Chicago, actually, and I love the city, and I love fashion, so
Are you learning a lot?
Yeah, a lot.
So tell me, what else do you have?
Well, I want to show you my fall collection. This is my baby with new fabrics from Italy.
So fall this year, this is exactly what you're showing right now. This looks wonderful. How did you decide on these colors?
Well, again, I love the darker colors. I love navy blue, and I just, the fabric, I just saw this fabric and had to have it. It's just gorgeous houndstooth, but the size of it is unique for houndstooth.
It is. It almost
enlarged.
looks like a home type of fabric made into apparel, which I know is one of the greatest trends out there right now.
And the little shiny sparkle thread inside, I think it's lovely.
Right.
And Eva Pazola signature, I like to add little details like
at
little
this.
tool that is
And it's detachable. Oh,
so
Eva.
you can have it, but you don't have to.
So
Here,
this is
voila.
business during the day, evening, throw on
And
the
then
little
evening,
lace.
so you can make it a little sexier. And the dress is pretty fitted, but again, because of the quality of the fabric, and that's why the two colors.
Okay.
It's really important to me to, again, emphasize on woman's body,
Right.
but to make it the best possible. And that's why also the angle.
That's your signature right there. And these diagonal lines and this blocking here elongates and
Absolutely.
showcases the figure. That's great. And I see a pop of yellow there too.
Oh my gosh, these are my fuzzies, as I call them. Isn't it absolutely yummy?
Is amazing.
Chartreuse, one of my, besides the navy blue, my favorite
So
color.
the color is really chartreuse. So it has a little bit of green in it also,
Yes,
right?
yes. Look at your dress. You really match very well
Yes.
with this. Good look.
This is something I'm
But
gonna
again, this fabric, because of the quality where it was made, and it's really wearable, and you can wash it and it doesn't change, but it has the richness to it.
Yes, yes.
So
and again, a fit that works on a lot of body types. Looks great.
And another of my favorites. It's a lace, but it's not a
lace.
typical lace.
Yes.
It's a wool lace.
Again, the fabric is just
And this one is a little more
Wonderful.
sexy than we want one. It doesn't have the lining, but it comes with the lining.
so.
I don't want you to
What do you wear underneath this, Eva?
It's really up to you, Nancy. It comes with the lining. It comes with underdress, so you don't need to worry. But for some women, they
That's
might
right.
want to wear it with little leggings and
That's
little
right.
camisole.
Right.
Because this is how I like to wear my things too. I love to wear pants.
Right.
With dresses.
You can
together.
dress it up or down.
And now, I have to show you this. One of my favorite fabrics. That.
Is this a jacket or a dress?
Actually, it's a dress with the flying sleeves, but the fabric comes from Japan.
Okay.
And it's a Japanese taffeta that has the tissue paper quality. And I always look for unusual fabrics and things that you have not seen around.
Okay.
But it has those natural wrinkles to it that really make it interesting. And
I love this.
but the fun thing of the jacket is when you turn around, which you cannot see, but it's a little peekaboo here in the
I'm
back.
sure. The fit and the feel of this fabric is
It feels really
outstanding.
great.
And it's good to travel because of it.
I mean, you
doesn't have
can
the
do
wrinkle-
anything
the wrinkle
practically.
factor. So it's from Japan.
Is the fabric comes from Japan, and the influence. I always, I think all designers love Japanese.
Exactly. I do.
The tradition of their pattern making is just amazing, and
Right.
from the manipulation to the usage of fabric, it's really modern and fashion forward and
Right.
edgy. I mean, everything as a designer you could imagine. So I was really very much taken by a couple Japanese book from the tradition of the samurai to modern.
Oh, yes.
And this is one of the designs. It is one of my favorites that shows really all that I just said.
Right.
From,
Right, Japanese influence, right?
but it's Eva Pazola take on the Japanese design. And
That's right. That's your inspiration.
That's my inspiration.
And tell me a little bit about this fabric.
Well, this is I love silk organza, and this the texture. Not all organzas have the specific texture, and this one, I can tell you stories about the organzas, how it could be used. The one behind you, actually, this dress is also.
I love
you see
this
the difference between the two, and it's the same silk organza. So
Right.
it comes in varieties, and you can do so much with it, from dressy to very dressy to less, and even little blouse that you wear under the jacket out of organza will make any suit just very special. One of my favorite fabrics.
So how would you recommend a customer, a client, to wear that particular skirt? Is it only for evening, or would you consider it during the day?
Well, it depends. There are women that really are fashion forward, that don't mind even during the day wearing things that are more really edgier or different. So I would see someone wearing it with flat shoes, flat sandals,
and a
with
little
t-shirt.
t-shirt.
Right.
Perfect.
And it could be fun. Maybe we would not use the chiffon piece hanging, because it makes it really eveningish. But the basic, the dress, the skirt, I think.
I love it. I do.
During the day.
Well, I love this, but I think I'm going to have to give it back to Matilda. There you go. Okay. So let's see what you have over here.
Okay.
I love this, Eva. Can you tell me a little bit more about this? The coloring, the fabric, everything.
Well, it's a little story. We talked about an inspiration, and the piece here really, it's a part of the collection. And the inspiration came from a little picture that my husband and I took walking one of the evenings around our house, just going for a walk. And we took a photo of the tree crowns. And this photo is in my camera and in my phone. And then I went to LA, fabric shopping. And then I'm walking into the store, and what am I seeing? This incredible fabric, and right away it reminded me of my picture. But I took out of my pocket my phone and just, so the whole inspiration is the tree crowns and branches.
And I can see this in this fabric.
And you can see it in the fabric. There are more pieces, unfortunately not longer here, that were inspired by it, but I had for May, owner of the hat making company, making this. This is actually a hat.
That's a hat? Oh, I see.
And this is the bag. Even the label is in there.
Okay, but wait.
You look fabulous.
So, but I would definitely have to wear that.
But then imagine.
Because, yes, I think it's a little heavy, isn't it?
Well, that's the sacrifice you have to make for being so beautiful and for that.
I just love it. Now, getting back to your inspiration behind this. So do you follow trends? So if you were in New York, for example, and you would be the only one showing tree branches and all of these colors, how would you feel amongst all the other fashion designers?
Well, I think it's very important to know what's in style. I don't like to be trendy, but at the same time, I'm making clothes that you can wear today. They will be fashionable today, or they will be fashionable, 5 years from now.
Okay.
So to find this medium between what women are wearing on the streets, what other designers are showing, and what you want to say with your collection.
Right.
I think that's what's important, not exactly following what everybody else is doing, but at the same time, having a collection and pieces that women will be proud wearing, and feeling, this is my own trend.
That's good. That's good. It seems to be working, because this is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
So where do you see yourself going from here, Eva? Are you planning on being in retail stores, and do you have any retail stores that showcase your work?
Well, actually, the fall collection that you just saw a few minutes ago, this is my ready-to-wear collection that it's ready to be shown to other stores.
Oh, so that is ready. What size range are you going to go from?
Well, it's from size 4 to 16.
Okay.
And because of my tradition and of custom clothing, I'm open to making from very small sizes to all the way to larger. And I find all women beautiful. Again, we talked about it. You don't have to have this ideal size in order to be comfortable in what you wear and looking fashionable and your best. So that's the goal.
And Chicago is going to remain your place, your home?
Well, I have Mathilde, came all the way from France. So I think in today's world, everything is open. With the internet and what's happening, you don't have to be local. Even though I love Chicago and that's where my spirit is, but I feel that Chicago could be anywhere else that
Online?
Being Chicago designer doesn't
Right.
mean you have to stay local, but Chicago designer could be fabulous and wonderful in Paris or Tokyo or any other city or country.
Wait, that's good. I'm so happy to hear about the ready-to-wear, so many more people can experience Eva Pazola.
Thank you.
Yeah. So is there anything else you would like to tell the people watching today about Eva Pazola and your designs?